Not long ago in Korea, if a woman wants to marry a guy with a good profession, she needed to prepare three keys. Korea has a very different marriage culture from the countries like where I was born. It makes it a little bit more interesting to live here in Korea. In Korea, professions like doctors, lawyers, judges are very popular. Back in the day, if a woman wants to marry a man with one of these professions, they needed to have at least three of these keys. Do you know what those three keys are? Hey, try to guess. Well, these three keys are the key of a house, an office, clinic if you're a doctor, and a car. So men practically don't need to spend a penny when they get married. That's why they say the man with these professions bring just a spoon when they get married. The three key culture was very common back in 1970 to 1980 and started to diminish in the 1990s and then disappeared about 10 years ago. Back in those days, most women stopped working once they got married. So it is very important to get married to a man with a good profession. That's why wealthy families prepare three keys for their daughters to marry a man with a good profession. Hey, aren't you curious now why the three keys trend doesn't exist anymore? So I asked my friend Mr. Lee, the CEO of Couple.net. These days couples don't have many children, so they like to support their children at their best to make them successful. Therefore, the children became more successful. So they don't need to marry anyone anymore to enhance their life. So his friend's daughter was getting married, and the boyfriend's mom gave a daughter a list of dowry. A dowry is a list of stuffs that a bride prepares for her groom's family. Furniture, appliances, etc. The friend told Mr. Lee that the list was even bigger than the three keys. So the mother complained to the daughter's boyfriend by saying, "Would you give the same to us?" and suggested, "Let's prepare stuff that's necessary for the couple instead, not unnecessary." So there are still people with old-fashioned mindsets. But like Mr. Lee's friend, more people are becoming reasonable and realistic. Even if the parents are so wealthy that they can provide the three keys at their children's wedding, they won't. They will wait to see how their children take a charge of their own lives and then support them as needed. I also like the way the Korean marriage culture is changing. It's more reasonable. You know what? I guess I'm becoming like a real Korean now.